This week, many families are enjoying time off for spring break, and if you're not traveling, you might find yourself with a bit of extra time on your hands. Perhaps now is the time to start on those home improvement projects, including lawn and garden care. We're joined this morning by Skip Richter with GardenLine to talk turf. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you so much for your time. I almost wish we did this on Friday because this would have given us some time to do this work, right?
Yeah, for the weekend warriors, they could get out and make sure everything's green.
But nevertheless, we're glad to have you here with us today. So we're starting the conversation with turf, right?
Yes, that's
Talk
right.
to us about turf. What makes good turf good?
Right.
All those sorts of things.
Turf needs water, sunlight, and nutrients. And it's really kind of simple. And it boils down to mowing, watering, and fertilizing correctly. And if you do those three right, you can have a dense, healthy turf. And the better your turf is, the less weed problems you have.
Yeah. Let's talk about those weeds. I will tell you, I'm not sure what's going on. It seems, though, I have more weeds this year than I've ever had.
That's true. Last summer was brutal. You know, the heat and the drought, a lot of people's lawns thinned out, and wherever sunlight hits the soil, nature plants a weed. So as a result, we saw a lot of winter weeds, which is what you see now growing on the lawn. And at the same time, underneath, the summer weeds, the warm season weeds, are germinating now. Things like grass spur and crabgrass are germinating now. So there's just really a lineup of weeds ready to come in.
Yeah, it's wild how quickly they're popping up. The temperatures, being that we didn't have any severe temperatures throughout the winter, does that play a role in this, like killing those off?
Not so
killing
much.
those off?
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much.
We did have a couple of frosts that hit the lawn when it maybe wasn't as ready as it could have been. But overall, we didn't see any winter kill on our lawns here.
Okay. I know a lot of folks wondering about their lawn this summer. Last year, we had record heat for days on days. It really took a toll on our lawns. How can we prepare our lawns this year to make sure what happened last year doesn't happen again this year?
Well, mowing regularly to build density. When you irrigate with a good soaking, but not so often. Some people squirt the yard every other day with just a little bit.
Right, that's
and
doing
it wets
nothing.
the grass and the thatch, and that just evaporates and helps contribute to our Houston humidity. Thank you very much. And rather leave the sprinkler on and get that soil wet to a depth of about 6 inches. It takes about an inch of water to do that.
Okay.
So they may have to have them come on and go off for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and then come back on again. We call that cycle and soak.
Oh, there you go. Wash on,
way,
wash off.
Right. That way, when you pay for that drinking water to put on the lawn, you're actually getting it in the soil bank account where it'll benefit the lawn.
Oh, that's a really great perspective for sure. And how often should you do that?
Well, at this time of year, you know, once every week or two is probably adequate. When we really heat up, probably once a week, and in some situations where the grass is struggling, maybe twice a week. Okay. Just because it doesn't have quite the root system.
And you'll see a difference for sure. Well, we so much appreciate your time this morning. I know you brought with you a little chart that folks can actually access themselves.
Right, yeah. So what this is a lawn care guide that's on my website, gardeningwithskip.com, and it takes you through from January to December all of the things that you would do in your lawn with mowing, watering, and fertilizing.
I love that.
And it lists the different products that I would recommend that are either synthetic or organic. People can go either way. The other chart, also free to download on the website, is the things that go wrong, pests, weeds, and diseases. And again, January through December, what are the insects? What are the diseases? What are the weeds that occur? And then what do we do about them? And so you know the right product at the right time. And if you just follow the label, you can have success.
That's a lot of good information, and again, free. We'll be sure to put the link to that chart inside this story on our website, clicktohouston.com. Skip, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We appreciate it.